we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Save my money.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go!
Yellow, 180,
Mike 47. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go!
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
180! You must be yellow.
47's the mic, 47's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have two. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wide right. There's a wide right.
You don't want
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch the curve.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next to score, Broncos 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6, 5.
2nd and 6. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
On the ready.
What's the run? They're running it. Check.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Let's go.
On first down, Lawrence. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Your trick is here, baby. Your trick is here.
4 yards on the pickup.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Hey, Charlie.
Check. 59.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence being chased out left. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
check, 47. I got it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Out to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Fire down these two. I'll go attack.
I'm going back to you.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Set. 10-2 start.
Pick it up.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boswell for the extra point.
Let's go.
And it's 21-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Attack!
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Easy.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know. You want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
On second down, Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Lindsey. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And the Broncos' first down.
Off the play fake. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Greystone travel. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, let's go. Get set.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Another run by Lindsey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Come on, baby. Mike, your turn.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is caught. Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Now Mahomes.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback.
And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
That's trash. That's trash.
X3, 218, chop it.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
General West.
Their 48-yard line.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Lindsey. And an alley to run. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Ready?
Today's final score, Broncos 45, Chiefs 3.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were just